Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan is another TV show video game adaptation from Platinum Games that falls into the repetitive slump really quickly. The game came out this past Tuesday for PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS3. On Xbox One and PS4, the game costs $50, while on PC and last generation consoles, the game costs $40. Platinum Games has worked on a lot of titles in recent months. They're the developers behind hack and slash games like Metal Gear Rising, Bayonetta, and the Legend of Korra game. Yeah, there are some good and bad games in there, and sadly TMNT falls into the bad half. It's another hack and slash game that's divided into missions, each feeling exactly the same, except for the location setting and the final boss. Now let's talk about the gameplay. You control one of 4 Ninja Turtles, although the remaining 3 turtles become your party allies. You use a 2-button battle system to perform attacks, and each turtle can get their own loadout of abilities as well. For example, there's a stealth mode skill that'll make you invisible to enemies for a short amount of time, while something like the turtle time skill will slow down time, allowing your party to deal more damage to an enemy that's vulnerable. Teamwork is a big part of the game, and when you're playing alone, you're encouraged to be constantly switching turtles mid-match for the best use of their abilities. Now, it would make sense for this game to have a co-op option, and it does, but online only. Platinum Games stated prior to launch that they would scrap the local co-op option to make sure the game would hit 60 frames per second. Here's the thing though, it doesn't hit 60 frames per second or have a local co-op option. Ironically enough, the game is locked at 30 frames per second even on PC. Worst of all is that the online community for the co-op mode is dead. At the launch of the game, I only found one person with an open room, and that's with the options for the room set to any. So literally that was everyone having a public match, that one person. When you enter the story mode, you're introduced to a group of missions you can play in any order you'd like. They're designed like this. You enter an area, explore the area, getting different objectives like defeating all the enemies in a single area, and then moving on to the next group. Sometimes you'll be told to guard a specific object for a few minutes or deactivate a set number of bombs before the timer goes up. At first it seems like a good variety, but after about 2 to 3 missions in the game, you start to realize this is it. This is pretty much every mission. It's the exact same thing over and over again. These exploration segments last about 30 minutes or so before you finally hit the mission's boss, and that usually takes place in an enclosed area, and these are actually pretty fun because the bosses act differently. One may take place in a building where they quickly move around the first and second floor, while another may take place in the underground subway station where you have to be careful not to hit any of the oncoming trains. The bosses are cool, but the levels you have to go through to get to the bosses feel like a chore. After you beat those handful of missions from the beginning of the game, you unlock the final 3 missions, and without spoiling anything, these feature slightly grander bosses than the ones in the first missions. Visually, the game looks alright. It's nothing outstanding looking, but it doesn't look too bad either. It takes on the cel-shaded design very familiar to other Platinum game projects like the most recent Transformers and Legend of Korra game. Sadly, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan is a short repetitive game that starts to feel like a chore midway through the game. After beating the game in about 4 hours, I had no desire to go back and play the game, either alone or in the online co-op. There are collectibles you can unlock like comic book art, as well as some videos, and even tackling the game a second time might reveal a few alternative bosses. Even then, it wasn't enough to keep my interest. Legend of Korra from Platinum Games currently retails for about $15 on the PlayStation Network, 2 years after it came out. And that's probably what I'd recommend paying if you really want to pick up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at launch. Because paying $40 for this 4-hour repetitive hack and slash is crazier than not loving pizza. Thank you very much for watching my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smack a like on it and subscribe to be notified whenever I release more videos like this. If you have any questions about the game before you purchase it for yourself or you don't purchase it, let me know in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer them. As always, if you want to keep up to date with me off of YouTube, you can check out the description below for my social network links and my gaming usernames on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. Thank you all for being some awesome viewers, and I'll catch you all in the next one.